You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hello everyone, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I am coming at you another Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale. Now this is going to be a safe for work version of the one that got age restricted on YouTube, so you guys should still be able to watch this one without any issues, but if you want the adult content, go watch the age restricted version, alrighty? Okay, now that we got that cleared up, let's get right back into it, shall we? Alrighty, this video will be a bit shorter, so just letting you know. Alright. Unstoppable. Unbeatable. Jessie stops in her tracks. She sets the bicycle down and points up to a hill crest. Race you to the top? What? Now? There's no way I could beat you. You've said so yourself. I'll give you a lead if you win. She pauses and looks me in the eye. The moonlight behind her gives her hair an iridescent shine that mesmerizes me briefly. I believe if she told me to jump in the loch right now, then and there, I wouldn't bat a single eyelash. If I win, I drop Hazel's reins and hope for the best. You get a kiss. Zoop! I tear off up the hill, and it's only a second before Jessie laughs and comes following. That's not much of a lead. Want me to slow down? Never. I rush up the hill, my legs on fire from the speed. Jessie catches up and immediately passes me, her hair blowing wildly in the breeze she's creating. She reaches the crest easily ahead of me, but stops and waves me past her before I can slow down. Congratulations, Mr. Campbell. Jessie starts applauding. She's barely even panting, and there I stand, completely out of breath. You let me win. Does that mean you don't want to collect your prize? I stand in front of her, catching my breath, my heart pounding for two very distinct reasons. I barely have time to consider a response before she grabs my collar and pulls me against her. She plants a hearty kiss right on my mouth, and we both let it linger a bit longer than I believe either of us had anticipated. Despite already being out of breath, she manages to knock more of the wind out of me. Her lips taste of honeyed whiskey, and I long to taste the flavor all night. She pulls away. You should be walking me home, Mr. Campbell. A girl like me needs her beauty sleep. For just a second, she refuses to let my collar go. I hold her gaze and consider kissing her again. Every time we played Fairy Kingdom out in the hills, you got to be princess then, didn't ye? Most certainly. I was the fairest of them all. I venture you're still the fairest, by leaps and bounds. Jessie smiles and takes my hand as we amble down the hill together. Hazel has, thankfully, not strayed far, and is munching on a patch. My horse could be off racing in the Aragon National for all I care. Right now, my mind's completely on the woman beside me. A glimmer of hope shines through the tipsy haze that even our race couldn't quite clear. Perhaps I'm not just another face to Jessie after all. Once at her house, Jessie actually lets me take her to the front door this time. She turns to face me and takes my hand in hers, clutching it tight. There's something different in the air tonight. Well, why don't you come in? It's late. The lights are out and her sisters must be asleep. I would love to. So why don't I say that? What is stopping me? I don't want to wake your sisters. They'll sleep through anything. Hitch Hazel over there and follow me. Sorry, hon. We can't keep a woman waiting. But you're keeping her waiting. Such a homely place. So nice and cozy. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to cut it. But I'm going to pick it, and the next time you see this, it'll pick it right back up to after that. So, Here we go, time jump! Good news, everyone! I found the safe for work option in the menu! Oh god, please don't let this get age restricted again. This is safe for work now, so let's do that. Okay, here we go. I'll pick up right where I left off. She leads me into her bedroom and quietly closes the door. I follow her lead as she grabs a bottle of whiskey out from under her mattress and cracks it open, drinking straight from the top. She passes it to me, and I down a right amount, feeling the burn from head to toe. A slow burn that dissolves throughout my body. A burn that reemerges as a longing in my chest. I whisper into Jessie's ear, "It's free real estate." No, he doesn't do that. I just had a thought. She whispers back into mine. "What were you thinking?" "I was thinking I desperately want to kiss you again." "Then you probably should." "Then I probably should." I slip my hand around to the back of her neck and pull her into me. Pressing my lips against hers makes my blood rush warm. My body aches with desire, my head spins from alcohol and arousal. She clings to me passionately, running her hands down my back and lower. We kiss, each tasting more delicious. Jessie's lips are damp and soft, her tongue slips in and touches mine. Soon we are entangled, our lips, mouths, bodies. It is at once harmonious and disruptive. Nothing is the same anymore. I wonder what all this will mean in the morning. It's all too easy to push the thought aside as I glide my thumb down her cheek. It's as if I can feel every soft hair on her face. I pull away and look directly in her eyes, and she seems to unconsciously close them. I wait for them to reopen and tilt her head back. "Malcolm, I pull her back in and kiss her hard. I am overcome with excitement and fear of the unknown. Her lips are silky with lipstick that smears slightly across her mouth and mine. Her teeth keep finding their way to my lips, and we lick almost carnivorously, mouth to mouth, for what feels like hours, kissing, exploring, our hands following the curves of each other's bodies. I let her face go when she looks at me, and she's looking at me, surprisingly pure and innocent for someone who espouses the flapper lifestyle. Then maybe we should slow down. Inside, though, I am longing. "I want you to stay tonight. With me." Yep, there you go. Thankfully, it cuts it right there. Yep, alright, everything's all nice and covered up. I try to find the right response, wanting in the moment to tell her more than I should. "Thank you, Jessie." One more thought escapes my mouth. "Jessie?" "Yes?" "I still think you let me win that race." "You're welcome to a rematch anytime, Mr. Campbell." We kiss once more, then let our bodies relax into repose, closely against one another. Oh, they're so cute together. And just like that, Malcolm regained his trust in others, or at least his lust for others. My heart burned with jealousy, but the pain was allayed, knowing that he had found solace in the arms of such a beautiful woman. I wonder who this is. I really like the icons they have for night and day. They're very cool. Chapter 2. Freedom with a Price. I lay in her bed with my eyes closed. Her bare arms lay across my chest, and I can smell her musky perfume. Jessie, what a girl. What a woman. I don't want to think about how much I enjoy her company, because if I start thinking like that, I may have to admit that I'm already in too deep. She's beautiful, she's bold and brave, she's certainly good in bed. I'm so tired, spent. How much did we drink? Love that sound. Some sounds coming from outside jar me out of my sleep. Groggy, I open my eyes and turn to the window. It's still dark out, but the moonlight dimly illuminates the landscape. Nothing is out there. Well, whatever it was has interrupted the best dream I've had in months. Not that any dream compares to the dream lying beside me. Memories of the evening before flood back, and I smile. I wonder, was this a one-night stand or something more? Does it really matter? I'm too tired and too sober to think about it. I cling to the fading vision of a dancing girl in a tiny dress as I will myself back to sleep. Excuse me. Damn it. Something has the hens spooked, and I know it's probably nothing, but these girls can't afford to lose food. As I reluctantly roll myself out of bed, I lean over to my companion. She isn't there. I glance and I see her red silk dress still puddled on the floor. Huh. Puzzled, I get dressed and step quietly out of the bedroom. Expecting to find her elsewhere in the house, I find the main room empty. Jessie? No one responds to my whisper, and I don't dare call out any louder. I can't risk her sisters finding me here. Maybe Jessie heard the noises too and is already checking the hen house. I step outside and steel myself against the brisk nighttime breeze. Hazel is right where I left her, tethered out in the open, under the stars. She must be livid. I suspect I will have to deal with her animosity in the morning, along with the hangover. She looks terrified. Surprisingly, there is no iron in her eyes. Instead, she seems on edge. What's wrong, girl? No answer. I don't know what I expected. But something has the animals spooked. I quietly creep around the house, hopeful that the girls don't wake up and mistake me for an intruder. Shifting shadows dance about the grass. The hen house is a silhouette in the moonlight. As I get closer, I hear more rustling. The hens have gone quiet. Jessie, is that you? Uh-oh. Ah! It's Jess Pup! Piercing eyes. Crivens! It's the biggest dog I've ever seen. The fell wolves from fairy tales my grandspun come to mind. Whatever it is, it doesn't look happy. Its narrow, glowing eyes pierce the darkness. Now I'm even more worried about Jessie, not to mention myself. For the first time since the war, I missed the weight of an infield slung over my shoulder. Hit! Stay back there, you mangy monster! It turns nimbly at first, then stumbles almost awkwardly, as if learning how to run for the first time. And as quickly as it came, it is gone. Alright guys, I'm going to cut it right there. That is the cut safe for work version. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And I love you all, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye!